Hello everyone, allow me to introduce myself first. My name is Ketut Paula Lita with last student ID number 1017. Now we will talk about skill of the explaining in a micro teaching. So, what is the explaining in micro teaching? Okay, skill of the explaining is how a teacher make a complex topic simple and then the student can grab that topic without any trouble. And then we can talk about component of the explaining skill in a micro teachings. There are 10 components of the explaining skill in the micro teaching. Okay, the first one is clarity in a communication. Okay, the clarity in a communication helps students actively participate in the class and giving way to immersive learning and better interaction between student and the teacher. Micro-teaching skill of the explanation require teacher to use short sentence for student to help them comprehend statement more clearly. And the second one is coordinate in the statement. The statement used by the teacher while explaining should be coordinated because the explanation become a meaningless one to coordinate is a loss between word and the sentence. And so the student have misinterpreted the explanation by the teacher. And the third one is insuggestiveness. So, in the process of the micro-teaching, the idea that should be communicated should be expressed lucidly to make students easy to remember. And complex content should be broken down into a simpler point to be better understand the subject. And then we have fluency in the communication. Okay, as a teacher, we must be fluent in the language in which the presentation is communicated to the student, and the diction should be clear and the poise should be audible. And the 5 is use of the example, illustration, induct, and deduct. Okay. One of the most important features of the explanation skill is the ability to provide example, illustration, induct, and deduct for the statement made. Another important thing to incorporate inductive and the deductive reasoning that the cultivates creative thinking and build confidence in the student. And the number 6 is relevance. And the number 6 is relevances. As a teacher, we should be ensure that every statement made is relevant to the topic to avoid any confusion. And number 7 is continuity. Okay, the continuity is essential to maintain the smooth how of the micro-teaching skill of explaining when comparing a topic, where explaining material with the continuity, any confusion about the statement mentioned before by the teacher, and then building interest. As a teacher, we should present a topic in a way that appeals to the student using the PowerPoint presentation, writing down point on the board, and giving room for the discussion. And that is very important skill in explaining a topic to students. And number 9 is use of a simple language. Well, as a teacher, we can explaining anything. As a teacher, we should use simple language that easy to understand for students. And the last is make clear and concluding statement. So, at the end of the presentation, as a teacher, we should make clearly and concluding statement that explain before with the topic taught. I think that all the presentation about the explaining skill in a micro teaching. Thank you. Bye bye.